Good morning, good afternoon, or evening, friends on Facebook, RetroWareTV.com, and my wonderful subscribers on YouTube. This is the DOUG here for a very special video. Not only is it number 195, so I'm almost getting to my goal of 200 before the year's over, but this is my Sega Genesis and PS1 video game pickups. As many of you know who are subscribed to me, or at least know me through RetroWare, who met me at MagFest this year and last year, I love collecting the retro games, mostly just the Sega Genesis and PS1s, and I got a pretty good haul to show you. Before we get to the ones I picked up today from my local Play and Trade, which I do recommend if that's the only thing in the area, because I don't trust online too much when it goes, so that's just me though. But I want to start with the ones I picked up a few weeks ago where I didn't have time to do a video. I want to start with the PlayStation 1 games. The first one is NASCAR Rumble from Electronic Arts. It's supposed to be NASCAR plus Action Arcade. So to me it seems like it was one that was released in, probably on the arcades maybe, I don't know. Game I really have not played yet, so hopefully it's good. You'll probably see a review of the PS1, all the PS1 games you see in this video today. You'll probably also see a review of them down the road. But that's not NASCAR Rumble. It's a NASCAR game. I love NASCAR. I make no bones about that, so I hope it's good. Next, also from EA, Electronic Arts, Knockout Kings 2000. Pretty much a boxing game. By the way, for NASCAR Rumble and Knockout, and the next one as well, I only paid about that was NASCAR Rumble was about $2.50. The Knockout Kings was about $3, and the next one was about $2 as well. So overall, I think I did pretty good. Again, it's boxing. Has Muhammad Ali. Came out at it's the 2001, so it's not really. Yeah. Hopefully it's good. Let's see if the graphics aged and controls did well. Next, the last one I got, one of the other PS1 games I picked up during that set. Tiger Woods Pro Golf. It does not have a year. It says it came out in 2000, so I'm presuming this would have been came out in 1999. By the way, that's what most of the EA games back then for the sports. It just had said the name and that was it. It actually had the control list in the back as well. It's a golf game. It's either near or there. Now the next three I picked up at Goodwill. So pretty much $3.25. I pretty much paid $3.25 for all of these. So $6.50. I pretty much paid $10. Test Drive Off-Road 3. Unfortunately, did not have the manual. That kind of does disappoint me. Granted, you do take your risk when you go to these thrift shops. Like I showed, the first three I showed you were from thrift shops. This one and the next two are from the Goodwill. I remember playing Test Drive 1 and 2 as a kid. They were fun, so hopefully this one stays fun as well. Next, Rescue Chopper. I never heard of this game. I picked it up on a whim because it looks kind of cool. It looked like it had a good premise. You'll probably see me review this sometime in the upcoming weeks. Might do it during Thanksgiving before football, I don't know. So hopefully it's good. If anyone has any information, if you played this or you own it, let me know what you think, so I can at least know what I'm getting into. Next, and this one, it's self-explanatory. It's Lara Croft, Tomb Raider 3. It's Tomb Raider 3, folks. It's nothing to go, woo! You found a real game. It is what it is. Now let's get to the Sega Genesis games from a few weeks ago. Probably the cheapest Sega Genesis game I've ever picked up. PGA Tour Golf. It's a golf game. You've seen two golf games in this video. Probably the only time you see golf in any video game collection video ever again this year. So, golf game. Need I say more? Goodbye. Next, WWF Raw for the Sega Genesis. I got the Super NES one, but because I don't have a Super Nintendo, probably will not plan on getting one. I wanted one for the Sega Genesis, and boom. Been playing this a lot. This one and the other one I picked up that was not in the case. This was back in the day when wrestling was probably in its highest form, probably at its highest peak with fans and everything. So very fun game. A lot of it has that retro feel of not only being an old game, but the retro feel of a lot of the wrestlers in this game are either retired or deceased. And I only paid $10 for it. I'm okay with that. I love wrestling games, so yeah. Next, the last one I could not get in a box, but that's alright. Super Street Fighter 2, which God knows if you ask anyone in my family, I've probably been playing this religiously since I picked it up. Love playing this one. Got to be in Bison and Sega. I know, of course, a lot of people are like, oh, but play the ones on current gen and next gen. Hey, that's fine. There's nothing like playing against the computer where you know you don't have to deal with the spamming. Paid $8 for this. Fun game. I would recommend, though, if you get this one, and I will say the same thing with WWF Raw, you're going to want the fight stick. You're either going to want the fight stick or the 6-button controller, pretty much. So that would be my recommendation if you get one of those two. Now let's get a look at the Sega Genesis games I picked up in boxes. This one, I gotta be honest, when I picked it up, I wasn't going into it. I played it when I got home. Fun game. The Ren and Stimpy Show presents Stimpy's Invention. Paid about, I think it was $12 for this because it didn't have a price tag. There's the manual and the cartridge. Fun game. Definitely wouldn't mind picking it up if you can find it for pretty good cheap. I wouldn't pay anything over $20 for this. It is a fun game. It's a short game, but it is fun. And it feels like you're playing the cartoon, so good job on that if you can find it. Next. The next 4 Sega Genesis games I found at a flea market. Was able to get the lady down. I pretty much got one of them for free. So, yay for that. And I'm saving the free one for last. So, pretty much $15 for 4 games. And all 4 in boxes. That's important to me. But World of Illusion, starring M-I-C-K-Y-M-O-U-S-E and Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Fun game. Of course, there are rumors it's going to get an HD update just like Cash of Illusion did. If that is the case, I will be happy with that. Definitely a fun game. Definitely go out and pick it up if you don't already have it. Now, the next game. You know, a few months ago, I picked up Shaq Fu. That game is crap. But that's the good kind of crap that at least it's the conversation piece, and you know, people be like, what the fuck is Shaq Fu? Why was Shaquille O'Neal in a fighting game? Good conversation piece. This one, on the other hand, good golly, Miss Molly, they had to be on drugs when they came up with this one. Batman Forever. Yeah, we've all heard of this game. It's got a notoriety. It's the same as the E.T. game and Superman 64. It's bad. Believe me, it's bad. I'd rather play Shaq Fu than this game. And by the way, I do have the manual in the... But again, it's one of those games where you buy it and you keep it in your collection, not because it's a great game. It's one of those games where it's a piece of shit and you want to torture friends with, or if you want to torture yourself. My recommendation, if you get this and play it, be drunk. It'd be the only way you have fun. Next. M1 Abrams Battle Tank Simulation. Yeah, it's a simulation tank game. There's the cartridge and the manual. So it's a tank game. That's the best I can describe it. It's one of... I played it. Didn't understand the controls. Probably won't be playing it a lot, but it's probably going to stay in my collection. Just so it's in my collection. Now, the last one, which was the one I got for free, it's a pinball game from Tenjin. Dragon's Fury for the Sega Genesis. Got it for free, like I said, and I actually enjoyed it. One of those rare games where I go in not thinking too much of it, this being one of them, and I enjoyed it. It's a very fun pinball game. So I definitely would recommend it. There's the manual and cartridge if I didn't show it off. Fun little game. Pinball games were not that fun, most of them back in the day, but this one is. Now, of course, with all these games, I gotta be honest, graphically, you throw the graphics out the window because they're not gonna compete with today. Fun little game. I would definitely recommend this one if you can find it. Same with Ren and Stimpy and World of Illusion. Those three are must on any list. On any list. Let me repeat that. Now next, the games I picked up today at my local plane trade. I also picked up a glass of the Umbrella Corporation logo. Most of my friends on Facebook know I love Resident Evil. I mean, I'm going dressed up as Mr. X from Resident Evil 2 to MagFest this year, so yeah, shouldn't be surprised. We're going to start with the Sega Genesis games this time because, well, I started with the Sony ones last. I started with Sony. This one I picked up because, well, first of all, I got to be honest, I paid $10 for this. I love the cartoon series. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be watching one of the episodes on my PSN while this is uploading on YouTube. Nickelodeon presents Real Monsters. I don't remember anything about the game, but too much. I know it was a little bit challenging, but it was fun, and I love the cartoon show. So this is one of those where it pulls at the heartstring of my childhood. Same with the Ren and Stimpy game as well. When it comes to video games based on cartoons, you gotta be careful because sometimes they're great, and then other times they. But this one, hopefully it's good. I hope. I will see. Next, a game, to be perfectly honest, I remember playing it a little bit as a child. Paid $10 for this as well. But I don't remember it as much. I don't remember too much about it. Aaron the Acrobat. Pretty much you're a bat that has the skills of an acrobat. I think that they were puns. And this is from Sunsoft. Hopefully it's good. I don't remember too much about it. If anyone knows remembers this one too much, let me know what you thought of it so I know what I'm getting myself into. Next, and these are the only two I got in a box. Well, one's plastic, the other one's the cardboard bleh thing. This one I paid $5. I think it was either because the box is damaged or it was a terrible game. I hope it's the first one. The Page Master. This one, I like the movie. I didn't think the movie was that bad. I hope the game is good, because I never played the game before. I'm basing this on the fact of I love the movie. So if you played the game, let me know what you thought of it, because I would like to give your opinions on it, because I always love hearing opinions of my subscribers, friends, and people on Retro to know what they think. So, and this one's from Fox Interactive. Hopefully it's one of those. It's got to be at least better than fucking Batman Beyond. I hope. Next. The last Sega Genesis game I picked up today. And the most expensive game I picked up this time around. $15. It's a Looney Tunes product. As of course a few months ago you remember I picked up Tasmania. This time I have Taz and Escape from Mars. Oh, by the way, before I forget, yeah, this is what the cartridge looks like for the Page Master. Ooh, yeah. Now that I got that out the way, so no one says I didn't do it. Back to Taz and Escape from Mars. There's the cartridge right there. No manual, unfortunately, but that's alright. Pretty much, the Taz games have been one of those things for me where they've been, at least for Tasmania, it's been fun, but it's one of those games I have to literally want to be in the mood to play. You know, it's not bad, but not one of those I would be wanting to say, ooh, last game I want to play before I die. Hopefully this one's better than Tasmania, because Tasmania did have its faults. This one kind of looks more fun-ish, it looks like. Just looking at the back. So hopefully it is, but we shall see. And that takes care of the Sega Genesis games I've picked up over today and the last few weeks. So let me know what Sega Genesis game you liked the most out of the ones I showed you, and which one you did not. And do the same thing for the PlayStation 1 as well. Now here are the PlayStation 1 games I picked up. This one I only paid $4. And it comes with a very crappy manual because, well, the original manual apparently somebody destroyed, and it's pretty much just a flim slip of paper. I mean, it looks like it was printed off a computer, most likely. But it is what it is. It is X-Men Mutant Academy for the PlayStation 1. Of course, there's the... Ooh. It's a fighting game. From Activision. As you... you pretty much, you get the X-Men characters in Brotherhood, Gambit, Beast, Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, Mystique, and Phoenix is in here as well. I know this one had some secret characters in it, so you'll probably will see me review this eventually. With all the PlayStation 1 games you will sometime down the road. Next, a game I paid $5 for, and this one I mostly got for my mom. She loves the Tetris games, so I picked up Tetris Plus. It's Tetris on the PlayStation 1. It ain't really that so fucking explanatory, other than that. It's Tetris. Moving on. One of the few times is I pick up a game that has multiple discs. This one has 2 discs. And it's Star Wars Rebel Assault 2: The Hidden Empire. This is another one of those greatest hits for PlayStation. Yeah, I know the case is a little cracked, but... Now, I love the Star Wars games on the PlayStation 1. As I already said, I reviewed a Star Wars... I believe I reviewed a Star Wars... Yeah. I reviewed 2 Star Wars games already this year. The one being the final and one being the Episode 1. This one I know a lot of people liked. It was either this one or Rebel Assault 1, which I've never played Rebel Assault 1. I always played 2 as a kid. So it's nice that I've been able to pick this up again. Hopefully it's still as good as I remembered. It of course has that weird back when a lot of games, if they had that bad acting cutscene crap. Next, the most expensive PS1 game I picked up, and as you can see the case is broke. Duct tape. Where's my Mario duct tape at? Nightmare Creatures for the PlayStation 1. I don't remember jack shit about this game. I'm basing it on the name alone. I think I played a demo of it back when I was a kid, but... you know, so this one I'm going in totally not knowing shit. It's going to be one of those reviews when I do review it. It's probably going to be like... I have no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm just pulling it out of my ass. At least I'm honest with that one. Hopefully it's good. I don't know nothing about it. Now the next one. Look at this big honking case here. Look at this big honking case. This is what PS1 games used to come in, people. Okay? This is what they used to come in. And of course, as you can see, it's Battle Arena Tusade. This was one of, I think, the original PS1 releases back in the day. Of course, you see the back of the manual. It's got this game, Mortal Kombat 3, Twisted Metal, and Ridge Racer. Now, I already got Twisted Metal, so I'd like to get Mortal Kombat 3 and Ridge Racer as well in this form as well. There's the disc, by the way. It's an orange disc. Yeah, this is what PS1 games used to come in, people, not the little... I mean, look at this. Does that tell you what? We went from big honking cases to little bitty cases somewhere down the road. Now, as far as for this game, I do know this. I love this game as a child. I know from what I've seen of reviews, it has not holded up since then graphically. Graphics have not been, the years have not been kind to this game graphically. But I love the fighting game. I usually see people playing this in MagFest. At least there's one area that has it, so yay. Hopefully it's still as good as I remember. And that is pretty much the games I've picked up for the PlayStation 1 and the Sega Genesis over the last few weeks. Of course, let me know what you think, which PS1 game or Sega Genesis game you liked the most, and which ones you did not. Let me know what you think. And until next time, this is the DOUG signing off, saying good night, good morning, or good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Have a great week, guys. Woo!